What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to your daily dose of Broodwar. Today we've got Effort versus Best, a game that I took from Proleague. Was played about 4 days ago, and yeah, it is apparently a really fantastic game. I haven't seen this yet. I haven't spoiled myself, but it was sent to me by Ideas, who watches the Proleague regularly. Of course, I don't have that much time with releasing a video every day and laddering and all that. I don't have time to watch Proleague. These are the daily Proleagues that I've mentioned before on the channel. The ones that are played every single day by the pro players, where they pool together donations on each of their channels, set up random teams, and then play for all of the money that's been donated. And I've heard recently that the Pro League donations have gotten a little bit insane. Some of the weeks have been higher than a second or third place finish in the ASL. So that is quite significant. It's really a testament to how much passion there is in the community. People are shelling out for these players to see them go head to head and play these games in the Pro League. Pro League is incredibly popular right now, and it looks like we're in the second set of this best of 3 set, and Effort is going to be forced away from his natural here. He's going to have to go and take a third. We are on Retro. Nexus is coming down. We had an overpool, so not the biggest deal in the world here. Not being able to throw down your early your hatchery there at the natural. You can just take the third and pop out some lings. It's going to be fine. One ling heading across the map. I don't think it's going to be able to get in. It might be able to run past the cannon. No, it's just going to be sent back home. So Effort calculating that, realizing that's not going to be able to get by. And guys, I apologize for all of the Korean talking in the background. We are watching on Snow's stream. It's the only place that we can actually get this tournament is on the pro players' streams. There is no casting of this tournament, whether it be Korean or English, aside from what you're listening to right now, which is my cast. And I'm taking the video from Snow's stream, who has given me permission. So shout out to him. I'm going to put his link to this video down below, so you guys can watch the whole series if you do wish to do so. But these guys are going to be chatting back and forth. They're chatting with their whole team during this game on a Discord call. And there's going to be donations. There's going to be, Snow talking to his stream throughout. So I hope it's not too much of an issue for you guys. It's just, this is the only way that we're going to be able to watch this game. And I've heard that it's definitely worth watching, so we are going to check it out together. And I will mess with the audio levels afterwards to make sure that you guys can hear everything that I'm saying, but that you can still hear a little bit of what's going on in the game. And hopefully it's not too distracting for you guys. Now, everything here going pretty normally for Effort versus Best. Nothing really out of the ordinary here. Effort has done a good job of denying this probe from getting into the base. He's popping out a few extra lings. A single zealot is heading over towards the third, but there appears to be enough lings to handle that, no problem. We'll see if he manages to get behind a mineral patch or something, tuck himself into an annoying position. Great job by Effort, getting right in front of that ramp at the perfect time. Now he's got ling speed finish, so he kills this probe. He's going to be able to target down this zealot as well, and we haven't been able to see if there's a layer or not for Snow, so there could be a Hydralisk Den. That's going to force out a few cannons here. not really any choice right now for Snow other than throw down these cannons, because he's going to be in real trouble if there are Hydralisks coming across the map. He's only thrown down one cannon so far. So doing the bare minimum here, kind of trusting that there's no Hydralisk den. And just kind of hoping for the best. And he's actually going to be right in his decision making, sending out that first Corsair straight in the rally path of where Hydras would be heading. There's another... why did I say Snow? Best is the one who's playing Protoss right now. Snow is the one on screen, though. That's kind of messing me up a little bit. He threw down a third cannon, but as the Corsair comes across the map, he spots that there are no Hydralisks popping here, so is going to be able to cancel that cannon and focus on getting his gateway count out here. There is a Spire finished up now for Effort. Doesn't find this Overlord. That's actually big. Effort managing to pull that Overlord far enough back that it's not going to be spotted here by the Corsairs. Corsairs are going to have to head home without getting even a single kill, which is a little bit frustrating. Best has invested into building up this Corsair count. He's even investing into a cannon in the main, but he's got no kills so far on these. Alright, not continuing to build more Corsairs here. A little bit of an interesting choice. A couple of Scourge getting in and getting all the scouting information that Effort needs. Scourge looking for a kill on those Corsairs. No more Corsairs. Again, no more Corsairs being built here, but we've got double gas. There is a possibility we could see Mutalisk pop out here. Although the Hydralisk den is done and some Hydras are coming out. Getting prepared for the defense as he slowly builds up this drone saturation. A 6 hatchery is now on the way, so it's looking more and more like a 6 hatch Hydra build. There are situations you can still pop out some mutas and go for Templar snipes and the like. But I'm not sure if that's what's going to occur. This is funny. Okay. Snow went to go take a break. So he pulls up Shuttle stream. And Shuttle watching here. And now we don't get the game sounds at all. That's a little bit. Just a bit of a funny thing that comes along with watching Pro League is that it's a little bit jank. It is organized by the players on their streams for their streams and funded by their streams. So the players are the viewers are used to watching the streams. They're not concerned about you know, little things like this. Of course, it is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. We've got a couple of drones just went down in the third base, and that attack has been cleaned up. I feel like Everett is doing fine here. Losing a couple of drones is no problem because he's basically built the minimal amount of defenses. You can see no sunken colonies have been produced, and only you know, a small number of Hydras for that defense. So Dark Archon here coming out in the front for Best, covering all his bases, I'll say. Making sure that, you know, if he's not going to be building a big clutch of Corsairs, at least get that Dark Archon just in case there is a Mutalisk transition. You can get the Maelstrom down, and even if you don't see Mutalisk this game, he can still Maelstrom some Hydralisks and use the Storm to annihilate them by holding them in place and dropping that Storm on the top. There we go. Snow is back, so we finally get the game sounds. That is a relief. DT trying to slip in here. Looks like he's got 3 kills, maybe just a few lings out on the map. The DT down here in the bottom left, going to be tracked down by Effort. I gotta say, Effort's playing a great game right now. Unfortunately, not going to find this DT, but he is all over the map in terms of vision. He's got vision everywhere. He has a 4th base already coming up now. He's managed to get himself into that really high drone number where he's going to have a critical mass of Hydra coming out here. Great dodging as well with this Hydra, and he picks off the DT. Excellent, excellent job here, hitting his build and tracking down all these DTs. It's not easy. But Effort's done a great job. Here comes Mutas. The Mutalist transition did come, and Effort is going to try this play where you dive in. Oh, Skurz is going to see the... I'm not sure if it actually saw that. I don't think it saw the Dark Archon, and the Dark Archon might just ruin this strategy. He's going to try and dive in on the Templar here. Here he comes. He's sending in only 3. Okay, sending in 3 to try and bait out the Maelstrom, and he did bait out the Maelstrom. Now he's going to come in once again and pick off one of these Templar. Great moves here by Effort, forcing the Maelstrom out and then coming in with the remaining Mutas to pick off both of those Templar. Now there's no Templar here in this high ground, but it looks like Effort wants to back away. He's just going to transfer a bunch of drones up to the top right, get his 4th base really up and running here, and I assume go into Hive immediately, as well as 2 more evolution chambers, though we haven't seen anything like that thrown down just yet. That is the typical play in this situation. Damn, a lot of drones being transferred over here. We haven't seen any lurkers as of yet. We may need to see some of those morphed here momentarily. Here comes a bunch of Muta's gonna get 1, 2. He's gonna get it. He needs to get this. Nice. Forcing the storm there from the Templar. And now the Hydras can come forward here. They don't have that lurker support, but well, one Maelstrom, a great Maelstrom there, hitting about 8, 9 Hydras. Very nicely done. Dragoons are gonna clean that up pretty easily, and Effort is forced back. Not bad at all. Lurkers are now on the way. We've got the Queen's Nest done, although Hive has not yet started. Effort adding on some Sunkens, adding on some defenses. Needs to get those extra evolution chambers rolling, though. Gonna find out about this. These Hydras on high ground. That's gonna give Best a pretty good clue as to where the 4th base is. It's probably in that top right. Can't know for certain, but having those Hydras on high ground, it makes it a little bit obvious. Now, it looks like Effort wants to take another base here, probably at the center left, whereas Best is going to grab his 4th base here, and 4-base Protoss is very, very scary. It takes a lot to defeat a 4-base Protoss. They can continue to max out over and over again, building massive, massive armies of Zealot, Templar, and Dragoon. Seemingly endlessly, it feels like. If you're the Zerg player, you really have to continue to expand. You have to continue to grow on the map as a Zerg, and prepare for kind of an onslaught of massive armies against your defensive positions. If you're not careful, a 4-base Protoss can easily force you into a position where you could either end up trading out your main base or your 4th base. It's like a whack-a-mole situation where the Protoss army is so big, they're just moving around the map, hitting different spots. And if your head is not strong enough, if your defenses are not strong enough in one of those spots, he is going to smack you down. So you've got to kind of rotate using Nidus back and forth to try and fight the Protoss army. Now the Protoss army moving out here to the main. This is not a army that you can really fight here as Effort. Effort just trying to take trades right now. He's looking for snipes on Templar. He's looking for any Dragoons he can pick off, and then he's going to back up to these defensive positions. And there are quite a few around the map here for Effort. He has to defend the upper right. That's a high ground. He has to defend the top center. That's a high ground as well. Center left, also a high ground. So those high grounds are going to be a little bit difficult to break through. But if you commit too many resources to those locations, you could also end up getting broken in the natural, which is not a high ground. That natural base, I think on this map, is probably the hardest to attack. Because when you move up towards the upper right, and maybe this is by design, might be the reason why Effort decided to take this base as his fourth in the top right rather than the bottom left. Because if you think about it, moving from the upper right towards the natural, it takes a long time. You have to move around the left side and then across this bridge and then up into the natural. So there's a long travel distance here between this base, the natural, or the upper right base, and the natural base. So that could be playing a factor into the decision making from Effort. Looks like we're gonna get the first plague of the game on some of these red units. Red Protoss units getting plagued. Couple of Zealots, couple of Dragoons get hit by that. And a Crackling upgrade should be done here momentarily if it's not done already. Yes, it is done. Gonna get a click here hopefully soon on the Lings to see if we've got any melee upgrades yet. The addition of the extra evolution chambers was a little bit late. 3 shuttles moving out. A poor man's recall here. Gonna be sent out on the map. We'll see where that's headed. Maybe he can drop into perhaps the top right and try to snipe the Nidus. That can be a great way. Oh, the first feedback of the game we just saw. He's heading up towards the main base, actually. Going for the main could be a great move here. It's going to force a lot of this army back. And then while the army is heading back into the main to try and clear this out, he may be able to try and get in here on the natural, potentially to kill the Nidus network at the natural. Cutting out the Nidus networks it is a huge move. It makes such a big difference to the Zerg defense. Getting a big surround here with the Lings on those plagued Dragoons. A lot of them have gone down, but the army here in the main is doing so much work. Oh my god, so many drones going down there in the third base. That was a huge storm drop there. I did not know that there was that many units in those dropships. We had a ton of Zealots, a ton of DTs in there, and also 1 Templar, just for a good measure, to track down these drones and get a great storm on that. That was a beautiful storm by Best. Best playing out of his mind, actually, here with those drops, with the attacks here. Just playing so clutch. And if he can get some good feedbacks as well. Oh my god, he's already got Reaver too? Holy, Best is playing on another level right now. Getting the Reavers out here already. Only 18 minutes in the game. He's already starting to push down some of these defensive position. Wow, so many spores here from Effort. This is different. Don't regularly see this many spores. He's actually going to throw down even 2 more. Oh, loses his Dark Archon, though. He's not going to be able to feed back any further. Might want to make another one, because there's going to be a ton of Defilers in this game. You do not want to be getting hit easily by... Oh god, a lot of High Templars going down here. You don't want to get easily hit by Plagues, man. Plagues are going to rip this army apart. A big Plague there. Exactly what I was talking about. Another big Plague. Doing the entire army here. 2 shuttles going to slide in to this base in the center left. He needs to make those into spores right here, right now. 3 spores, man. That is a lot of defense. I guess you can build still a Corsair. If you build a Corsair and bring it with the shuttles, you can do the same sort of thing with that Corsair against Zerg here as you do with Terran against turrets. You can just fly over. The Corsair will tank all of the spore shots, and the shuttles should be able to get in. Now, we've got a Dark Swarm here over at the 4th base of Best. He's got some storms there, though. 4 Reavers down here at the bottom left. This is going to clean up a lot of Hydras if targeted correctly. Does need to target these though. He doesn't want to get all the Reavers hitting the same few Hydras. Then the rest of the Hydras will be able to push up and do a good job. Now coming in with a potential drop here. Is he going to drop? There's so many cannons. You cannot drop that. All right, he does get force back. This is a very frustrating thing to deal with as a Zerg player. Trying to get up a ramp like this is nearly impossible, especially with Reavers up there. Reavers, Templar, Dark Templar, and Zealot, plus cannon. That is quite the mixture, the combination of defensive units over here at the bottom left as well. Trying to send some Lings in, but look at the number of Reavers here. Still 4 with Storm now and Archons. Very unlikely you'll be able to break through this. He needs to get a good Plague. Actually, not on this army anymore. He needs to go for the Reavers here. If he can get a good Storm on the Reavers, it makes them so much squishier and easier for Hydras to run up and pick off, for Lings to just get a few hits on. Is a possibility, but you know, banging through all that HP is going to be very difficult. It's like the upgrades here, 3, 2, 1 with 1 shields for these Reavers. The Lurkers pushing up here, but running straight into Reaver fire is not the greatest plan in the world. Oh my god, a lot of Reavers running forward there, or a lot of Lurkers running forward there, and getting eaten alive by those Reavers. And we're actually in a situation here, potential for a split map situation. This is a little bit scary for the Zerg player. If we end up seeing this map go completely split in half, things are going to get a little bit weird, and Protoss should come out on top in that instance. Now, what do you actually do here as effort? If a Best gets the bottom left and he holds that, you can drop onto high ground behind this base and kind of hold off, like prevent him from taking the base in the bottom, very bottom left there for a little while, but eventually he's probably going to be able to get that. Another possibility is you could go for Guardians. Guardians is something in the late game that is kind of a base breaking maneuver. If you get Guardians, what you're going to be doing with them is bringing them in from an awkward angle while you're attacking something else. Oh my god, look at how many cannons there are. I don't think you can break that with Guardian, actually. The way to break with Guardian is not to stand back and sort of hit the cannons from range. You want to bring like 4 or 5 Guardians super stacked and rush them into a base and then snipe all the Reavers. So you just like right click each Reaver in turn as the Guardians are moving forward. You kill every single Reaver and you follow up immediately with Darkstorm, Lings, and Hydras to break the base. That there shouldn't be quite enough Storms to hold. See, there's only 2 Templar there. If you break this with Guardian, instantly go into the base with those Darkstorms. You can break this bottom left. Another way to do it is if they're relying more on Templar, is you can go into Queen. It looks like we're gonna have the Guardian play, actually. Guardian play from effort. I just think this is too many cannons, though. The Guardians are gonna die before they even get in range of these Reavers. Maybe he can kill one of the Reavers, but with this many Guardians, I don't think he can do much more than that. He's loading up a drop as well. He's gonna try and drop down here in the bottom left, I assume. Other bases have way too many cannons. Okay, he's not doing this properly. He's gonna try and range these cannons. I guess you can hit these without storms going down on them. Maybe. No, there's still gonna be storm, and a Dragoon can even hit this, so he's gonna lose that. Maybe he can prevent this gas, I guess, but he can always bring up Corsairs here. No, he can get this range. Just needs to bring the Templar to the right position here, and he should be able to drop a storm on that. Oh, we're going for the main base, actually. I love this from effort. Didn't really occur to me, but going for the main base is actually a really good call. This has the least amount of defenses. And if you kill off every single gateway here, you make a really big problem for the Protoss player. Still have a few Templars here, but the Templar are going to get picked off. We've got some Dark Swarms down, but there's not actually enough Lings anymore to kill everything here. It's going to drop maybe one more Dark Swarm, kill all the cannons, and maybe this Templar as well. But Reavers are going to be brought back for that defense. He kills another Corsair. Another Storm's going to go down. It finishes off that Guardian, but I think we're still going to lose this gas. However, Best is going to clean out this main, and he gets the bottom left as well. So not dropping the bottom left means that we're not going to be able to deny that base. I don't know if we could have denied it anyway. There's Reavers over there already. There's cannons en masse. Best has really set himself up for kind of a unbeatable position here. And what I mean by that is that you're not going to be able to break this. That's all he's planning to do, is just make sure that Effort can never break this. And Effort will mine out before Best does. Best will have the army in the late game, even after Effort has tried to break him over and over and over again. He's still going to have stuff to fight with. Dropping some Dark Storms here. He's trying to run by. There's still 3 Reavers. I'm assuming they've also got the upgrade to have additional Scarabs as well. Probably the damage upgrade also. There's the big plague that he needed. And now that we've cleaned out a lot of these cannons, it's actually viable to build a Mass Guardian and try to snipe these. But now there's so many Templar up here. This is an insane number of the Templar. They're going to be morphing into Archons here as well. Bunch of lurkers in between the bottom left. And wow, great snipe there by Effort. I love it. Setting up the defensive lurker position here between the defense of this bottom left and the rallies of Best. Still pushing forward here with the Guardians. He's trying to just slow this down as much as possible by killing off the observers over and over again. He's actually forced out a huge number of storms in order to kill off these lurkers, just due to the fact that he's killed so many observers here. And he's gonna get a few more kills here on some of these Templar, but most of the Archons and Templar will make their way down to the bottom left. The defense of this bottom left has been reinforced. More Lings, more Hydras making their way up here. Great job with the storms blanketing these Hydras, killing off a lot of them, but only 1 Reaver remains. He could end up killing this Reaver and pushing forward. Effort doing a fantastic job rallying up over and over again. More lurkers coming up, but instantly storms are dropped on top of those. Ultras are coming out now. This could be the straw here that breaks the camel's back. He needs to get these Ultras to the front line right now, though. Get them over here and break this position as soon as possible, because we're going to have like 8 more Archons coming down here shortly, as we've got like a buttload of Templar down at the natural rally point of Best. He just needs to morph those into Archons and send them down here ASAP. Archons do fantastically against Ultra. Ultra trying to get in here. Some of the Archons are getting cleaned up, but Ultras are falling much, much faster. Reavers are running out of those scares, but more have joined the party here. 3 Reavers, and 1 does go down though, so only 2 Reavers left, but they've got full HP. They have not been plagued. Those Reavers at the back, they are fresh and ready to fight. Bunch of Archons being morphed here. Big drop being loaded up as well. Where is he going to go with this? I guess maybe drop on top of the units here at the back. Maybe try to drop on top of the Reavers. I don't know about that strategy, but there's not that many cannons here, so these Overlords will be able to get right on top of this stuff, and he may be able to pick this off. Look at all the Ultras popping out here. He gets one of the Reavers. One of them has been picked up and sent up onto the high ground, but he may be able to pick that off as well. Yeah, this Reaver is going to go down. Oh, he gets it. He gets the Reaver. That is huge, huge, huge news. A lot of Archons coming down here, though. That is so many Archons making their way down here to the south, and we don't have many Hydras. We do not have many lurkers here to back this force up either. So maybe he gets this Nexus. Maybe he gets this Reaver for free. Yes, he gets that Reaver before it gets picked up and drawn back. And yes, he breaks this base. Effort breaks this base, but the army is here. He's going to be able to reassemble these defenses. So many Archons. Oh my god, you just cannot attack that with Ultra Ling. We need to see a massive Hydra transition once again. Get back into Hydras. Maybe go back into Guardians as well. Guardians would be reasonable here because we just have so many Archons. Guardians are actually really good against Archon. They help out a ton with the damage. The Templar really have to come very far forward in order to drop their storms on them. Ultras are not going to do well here, but he's got quite the army. I'd love to see the supply right now. I think they're both going to be probably just about maxed out. Tons of Hydras coming up here, but eating a massive storm. We've got 2 Reavers in this army as well. They're going to be picking off these Hydras very, very quickly, and the Archons are shoving forward. Oh my god, what a game, my guys. What an insane battle back and forth here between Effort and Best. Best is mining at the bottom left. We've got actually Effort mining here in the center now. Kind of going into desperation mode. We rarely... Oh, great play. We rarely ever see the middle of the map get mined. But we may end up seeing it get mined out this game. Just the way that it's been going. I think that Effort should be able to hold on to this center. But I don't believe he's going to be able to break this bottom left. There's so much here for Best. But he's going to try it anyway. Coming up with the Lings. He's going to get this Reaver right off the bat. That is a big kill there. Hydras are trying to spread and not get wrecked by these storms here. Trying to retreat, not dropping the storms. Losing quite a few Templar on the retreat here is Best. Best getting a little sloppy. Going to drop another Plague on these units. Doesn't hit the Reaver, though. That Reaver is the most important unit to play. Getting a Plague on those Archons means nothing. Effort is beaten back once again. Too many Reavers here at the front. Okay, one of these has been plagued, but we need to see more plagues go down shortly. The center of the map is indeed starting to mine thin. Well, it still has quite a bit of time here left. I think they'll end up mining out nearly at the same time. We've still got mining in the top right, main and natural, and the center left still seems to have money for Best, whereas... or for Effort, whereas Best, only the bottom left bases have money. So if any of these are broken, we're going to see Effort take this game, but it's going to be such a challenge to get through here. That is so many units, so many Archons, so many Storms are available, plus the Reavers coming in from both sides. We've got a Plague going down, Dark Swarm coming down as well. Lurker's trying to run up on this position. Oh man, it's just so difficult to get through this. So many Lurkers, so many Lings and Hydras ram up against this defensive spot here and are just unable to break through. We're going to have one of these Reavers go down. No, just barely not. Again, coming in with the Lurkers. He's looking for the Observer. If he could just barely pick off an Observer here, he might have a chance, but he can't get it. And Best pushes him back once again. Effort not perturbed here, going to rally forward another wave to try and kill this Protoss player. I'm surprised we haven't seen him go for the main, but at this point the main is nearly useless. We can potentially rebuild all of these buildings again. We don't need this many gateways anymore. We just need more Reavers and more Archons. So a few gateways and a couple of robotics facilities are really all that are necessary. But I think the main base is rather undefended at this point. Maybe Effort would be served well by just sending a small group of Lings and some Defilers down there. Oh, Shuttle got picked off. That might have had Reavers in it, actually. That could be a really big pickoff. He's going after one of these Reavers with 21 kills, this Reaver. bet a lot of these units have a lot of kills, and we're going for a drop in the main now, dropping out lurkers and lings with some defiler as well. Gonna be throwing down Darkstorm on all of this, killing off a lot of these cannons here before the Reavers can retreat and assist. Dropping some plagues on some of this. Reavers are gonna come up. Unfortunately, we don't have any Scourge with this. Oh, we do have a Scourge. Really, really good play. He kills it. Very nicely done. Picking off that Observer is gonna slow down the clearing of the space by quite a lot. Does bring up a second Observer, though. We'll be able to clear out the lurkers now, and the lings have not killed the Nexus, so he's going to continue mining. Best going to mine out here pretty soon. We're not aware of the banks right now for either Effort or Best. So not being able to see that, it's hard to tell who's going to mine out, who's going to run out of economy here first. But as a Zerg player, this is very annoying to me. You know, we get to this position where now Protoss just gets to sit there on less than half of the map. And, and they're probably going to end up winning by just pure defense alone. Could end up taking this game, and it's on Effort to just try to break him over and over and over and over again. Taking bad trades. You know, we could have seen Effort set up an impossible defense with like 1 million Sunkens and Spores everywhere with Guardians and you know, Lurkers and Defilers at every turn. But you know, energy is infinite, so eventually, or maybe you could build Queens as well and just kill off Templar. But eventually, I think that Best would mine out the map and slowly break every base, but it would take like 3 hours to do so. So Effort is instead, he is committed to breaking through these locations. He's doing so much here to try and get through. Guardians are breaking down and sniping off some of these Templar, but getting stormed here, unfortunately. Effort is losing a lot of those to the storms. Hydras are trying to break through, but everything here is getting mopped up. Some lurkers are in range of, I guess, the gateways here, but not really able to hit anything else. Another Guardian out there in the front. More Guardians rotating around the top side. It appears like Effort just going to rally forward and load up another drop. Try to go for this again. He's lowered the amount of defense here by quite a lot. There's not that much left over here for Best. He's wasted a lot of these storms, but he's still got plenty more. The Reavers have set their Scarab count. Look at that, 27 kills. That Reaver finally does go down. Hydra's trying to just run forward here. A lot of them on right clicks, trying to get in range of something that is worth hitting besides these pylons. Maybe go for a Templar, go for an Archon or a Reaver. Any of those are good targets, but they're just not able to break this defense. Best has held on, and Effort is just about mined out. Effort, he's taken the middle of the map. It's getting very, very low, though. Only 3 mineral patches remain, and there's still plenty of patches here for Best. One final wave of Guardians. I think this is all that Effort can muster here. I don't see anything else being produced. He just doesn't have the cash. Big wave of Lings coming up as well. Dropping something into the main base, but look at all the Templar coming out here. He's going to build like another 8 Archons to send down to the bottom left to help defend. Getting hit by these storms can't be helped. Of course, you want to spread these Guardians out as much as possible, but they do like to clump together when sent on an attack move. He's going to try and pick off the Observers if possible. Maybe, you know, get through the cannons. Then there's no... there's not going to be any... What's it called? Detection here. That might be a way to kind of take things down, but Eventually, Effort taps out. Oh man, that's such a frustrating game to lose here. Effort played valiantly though. Look, he did everything possible to break that bottom left. Guardians, I mean, the sort of going Queen. Queen may have been the last vestige there that Effort could have pulled out. Going for some Broodlings on the High Templar may have allowed him to win the game, but that's just speculation on my part. That was such a tough game. The drop play, the Ultralisk play. I don't know if Ultralisk was actually worth it. I feel like Ultralisk is just almost never worth it in these late games versus Protoss. They cost so much money. You can do so much more with your money instead of going for Ultralisk. You can build so many Hydras, so many Lings, so many Queens and Guardians to try and take better trades, because Ultras, they just run in and get smashed so quickly by the Reavers. They're decent if you have a big advantage in the game, but if you're trying to outlast your opponent, or if your opponent is trying to outlast you, I don't think Ultras are the right call to break a base. Also, we never saw that play, that what I was talking about earlier, which is building the Guardians up into a large clump, getting like 6 to 8 Guardians in one clump, running them forward while a distraction is taking place, coming in from an awkward angle, and just instantly like right-clicking down each of the Reavers and as many Templar as you can in order to break the base. I think that would have been a good play as well. But guys, I digress. A great game here between Effort and Best, two players who've made it into this season of the ASL. Looking forward to seeing more great games of them in both the ASL and the Pro League. It's rare that we get to see these Pro League games. They are so constant. They're going on all the time, but there's no dedicated casting for these, so I'm trying it out here. I'm trying to see whether it's worth it to cast these games, or just snippets of these games, maybe highlights from the Pro League. And if you enjoyed this, if you want to see more of my cast of the Pro League, make sure to hit the like button and let me know in the comments down below that this is something that you are interested in or not interested in. Either one. You could tell me that you're not interested, you'd rather see more replays. That's fine as well, but let your comments show down below, as this has been your daily dose of Broodwar, and I'll see you tomorrow.